Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 11 of the Emerald Quill. Very nice to have y'all here. I am your Dungeon Master, Pink, aka It's Rob, aka The Shackle, but we'll learn that more as we get down of my personal lore, but that is for a future episode.
Sorry.
We are 11, heard what I said. We're 11 episodes in, and let's see how the story goes. But a story is not complete without the characters. Scorch, who are you playing as?
I am the half-elf sorcerer Drukin Hawthorne.
Very, very nice. Dusk, who are you playing as?
I am the Hobgoblin Sorcerer, Paladin Warlock Alvrarz.
Very nice. Valka, who are you playing as?
I am Valka, the rogue kobold.
Alright. And, of course, we have the lovely Robert. So who are you playing as?
Who were
Good
you
talk.
asking? You cut out.
Yeah, you did.
No, it's fine. Robert, who are you playing as?
I am playing as Varys, the Eladrin Elf Ranger.
Very nice. And Izzy, who are you playing as?
I am the NPC, Isabela, Ginny, Nevermore, and take me out to dinner if you want to find out more.
Oh. You know what? I like
For
it. I like
safety
the tag.
reasons, I'm gonna have to decline.
For legal reasons, I
I'd
have
also mention that Varys is currently not an Eladrin Elf, but is instead a mason jar of goo.
Smucker's jar.
Smucker's jar. That's
Glum.
glub.
Glub, glub. Wait. Wait.
What?
Is Varys Smuckers or Nutella?
No.
We're not going to answer this question right now. We got to get into it, my guy.
No.
We'll save this for the podcast.
We'll save this for another podcast time. Either way,
Yeah.
we got ourselves a story to unravel, but first, let's do a little bit of a recap. What do y'all remember from last session?
Pete died.
He did
He
die.
got his eyes taken,
Yep.
and I don't know why, and I got blamed for it, but I committed identity fraud.
Yep.
You did.
I am now Tuunak.
I mean,
False life without the false life.
Yeah. False
Uh,
life without the health bonus.
So that happened. I know me and Drukin made a hasty escape.
You were drinking
yeah.
absolutely bleed?
No, we actually didn't get bodied. We got roughed up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we escaped to prison, to the jail area. I found out that Alvrarz is wanted for like 2,000 platinum.
Yeah.
Drukin got stabbed. I
Oh,
found some.
yeah.
Yeah,
I found
I'm
some.
really hurt.
I found some constructs. They threw us out of the alleyway, and then a doctor came up in the conveniently.
Yeah. Very conveniently.
And also, there's a job that I gotta gather the party for within an hour, but I don't know how much time has passed since then.
We're gonna say it's about like 28 minutes, so it's approaching like half an hour.
All right.
Yeah. But yes, y'all went through some pretty interesting times, and one of those interesting times was the fact that Varys took 3 quantities or 3 portions of the so-called shot that Isabela's
Oh, yeah,
tavern was
and
well
turned
known for, that
to-
turned
Yeah.
him into Smuckers. So Varys is now liquefied in a jar. Meanwhile, Tuunak is still unconscious at the barstead, and Manchester and Kiva, or Torrel in this case, is locked in a hypnotic stance at the tavern as well.
I like how we just ignored all that as we left. We just walked by everyone, like, oh, this is fine.
But that is essentially how the story is going so far, and we are going to find out how the story progresses tonight. So let us turn to let's actually turn our attention towards Isabela and Varys. So Isabela,
Glub, glub.
you yeah, so you so for Izzy, you know that there is actually like a leather strap that you can essentially wear that is able to carry capsules, usually of like message bottles, but you know that the capsule is actually big enough and dimensioned in a way to where the jar can also fit in there as well. You do know that the majority of the bar workers are already working really hard on trying to repair the third floor, and at this point, we're gonna say that it's about 25% complete.
At a job, boys.
Thanks, ma'am! And you hear the hollering of this, like, this really short and stout halfling that like looks back at you using a hammer that's about his size, and he looks at you, Isabela, and he goes, "Just make sure the next drink you can put it on my tab. I'll promise I can pay it. I swear."
Yeah, right, Maurice.
My name's not Maurice. It's Jerry.
You forgot your own name, Maurice. Get out of my tavern.
I didn't know I had a name. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, thanks.
Getting gaslit.
Alright, cool. And he goes and he makes... Well, he attempts to hammer in another nail, but he ends up falling off of off the balcony. And he falls...
Somebody catch Maurice.
And actually Izzy, roll me a D6 right now. Roll a D6.
Rob, you heard him.
It's a 1.
A 1? Nobody goes to catch Maurice.
God
Nobody
damn
does.
it, guys.
Maurice shouldn't have kept stealing everybody's food out of the fridge. Might have gotten caught.
Well, at least I didn't get hit by the hammer. And you just see him go unconscious as the hammerhead hits him squarely on the forehead.
God damn it, Maurice.
God
Not
dang it,
again.
Maurice. Sorry, I'm actually Jerry. That's Maurice. He's been using my name and putting drinks on my tab.
What
Bastard.
the fuck?
Man, who would use someone else's name?
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't want to talk
Kind
about
of
it.
psycho.
So,
Really?
Nevermore. We're probably gonna get the balcony done by tonight, so you don't have to worry about repairs during the Jubilee Festival, but anything else you want us to do?
Just try not to do what fucking Maurice did.
I
What's
can't
that
I
called?
can't guarantee
Now.
that, but I'll certainly try. I'll shoot. And you just see him you see Jerry fall off of the balcony as well. Will be another D6.
No, no.
God damn it, Jerry.
That one's a 2.
He falls on Maurice.
Damn.
Well, Maurice tried to catch him, so we'll give him that much.
Oh, Maurice, you actually did pretty good this time. And I didn't bring along my drill. That would have been real upsetting.
Oh.
And he kind of dusts off, and then he just steps on Maurice's belly to the barstead, and he and he goes over, and he sees a Dragonborn just like laying on the barstead, and he calls your attention once again. He's like, "Nevermore! What's this
What's
Dragonborn doing here? Is he paying or what? He's unconscious."
Well, make sure he's still breathing at least.
Oh, he's breathing. Oh, and he has a fat... Wait, hold on. What is this? Oh, check it out. He has this pouch. It's so dark on the inside. Why is it so dark on the... Hey, Nevermore. I think I found something inside this pouch that might be worth looking at. And he starts pulling out, like, equipment for, like, for, like, alchemy sets and, like, beakers and
fuck?
flasks. And he's like, I don't know what this guy's got, but this man must be rich.
Oh yeah, Dusk was in here for that.
Are
Yeah,
we
I'll
sure
install a
he's
shitload
not
of
a
alchemy equipment.
terrorist?
Oh.
What?
Check any wanted posters for this guy.
Okay. All we got is for that Hobgoblin guy, but that's really it. Yeah,
Take him
he's...
to the back. Make sure he gets water.
Okay. Oh, shoot. And he, like, there's like a glowing globe artifact that falls out of his like pouch, and it rolls towards your feet, Izzy. And he goes, "Whoa, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I want to put it back in the pouch, but that looks too darn cool. Keep it, keep it, keep it." Nah, I'm not gonna start the chants. I'm not that bold. All right, come on, come on, Dennis. I'm just gonna call you Dennis from now on. I don't know your actual name, but I'm gonna call you Dennis. Come on. Ugh.
Ah, we named him Dennis. Got it.
Yep, he's Dennis now. Come on, Dennis.
Alright. Well, I gotta keep him here till he wakes up anyway.
Yep, come on, Dennis. Oh my goodness, Dennis got some drool on his tunic. Gonna take.
Ah, god damn it! Don't
I
let him
know.
drool on the floor.
He already did on the floor. He's already doing it on my chest too. What the frick?
God damn it!
Dragonborns are really bad droolers. I'm not gonna lie. This is really bad. This is really bad. Oh, Dennis, what is up with the sharp teeth?
Somebody go help him.
Maurice. Oh wait, Maurice is unconscious.
Still unconscious.
Sasquatch. So, Sasquatch, come on, help me down from the balcony real quick. Got it. And he jumps down.
Beware of falling.
Got it.
Down.
And Sasquatch intentionally jumps onto Maurice. Whoop. That's one more for the time.
Naturally.
How many of my men I'm gonna have to take to the goddamn infirmary?
Listen, this is what you get for hiring us halflings for being your repairman. Nobody else wanted to repair stuff for you after that incident back in 017.
Now you shut your goddamn trap.
Nothing happened in 017.
017 was an interesting one. That time you brought them drow elves from the Feywild down, haven't you? Just saying. Alright, come on, help me. Help me, Sasquatch. I gotta get Dennis here in the back. Doesn't look like a Dennis. Then what does it look like to you? Dirt? Alright, we'll call him Dirt then. Alright, come on, we're dragging Dirt to the back.
I don't care what you call him. Just get him to the back.
Call him. We're calling him D. We're calling him D. Alright, we'll just keep it simple. Yep. And
You doing okay in the jar, hun?
Club.
Oh.
I'll take that as a yes.
And as you're like going throughout all of this glowing blue artifact is still like pulsating this like blue light emanating from it. It's like a metal like frame that's surrounding this like almost this glowing aquatic orb, but on the inside, and it seems to be pulsating with different types of energy.
Well, this definitely doesn't seem like something I should give to a terrorist. I just tuck it away.
You pick it up.
Yeah, of course I do.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
Alright.
What's the modifier on that?
Is 2.
What is it?
2.
+2 to
Plus
the
2.
wisdom save.
That's a 7.
Okay. As
Immediately
rolling bad on Izzy's dice tonight.
okay, as you pick up,
Try blowing on it next time.
as you
I will.
as you pick up the orb, you then get this rush of thoughts that immediately clouds your mind. Those thoughts do not belong to you by any means, but they invade your mind with great ease. So much ease, in fact, that you hear this like cacophony of voices going back and forth, and it's sloshing around in your mind like it's water. And then every voice that you heard all at once leaves all at once except for one. You hear this voice in particular.
You want a drink?
No, I don't really want to drink, but can I
No.
interest you in some services?
Not this fucking
Oh,
guy.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Turn you to
Holy
dust. One time, we'll do
shit.
it again, you motherfucker.
No,
I
but I
will
can
do it again,
No,
bitch.
but I can do something for you. Do you know who I am? You don't know who he is.
Not particularly.
Okay, that is perfect. My name is Denise. I like to provide services that
You
can.
said I can talk normally.
Yes.
All right. All you hear from the jar is "Shut the hell up, Denise."
Can you hear the voice inside my head? Oh,
Oh, it is in your head.
It isn't. It isn't.
yeah.
You literally
no.
just said. We're gonna redact that. But that was funny.
Rewind.
You
I
end
just
up
sense Denise's presence nearby.
be like, no, not this again. All right. Yes, he basically was. But my name is Denise. I can offer lots of services. Lots of services. It's gonna be fan freaking tastic. But all you gotta do is say my name, and I will help you. Is that okay?
What is he, fucking Beetlejuice?
Just say my name. I can help you.
Nah,
He's gonna turn into fucking
I
Alex
got it.
Brightman?
My voice may be incompetent, but I got it.
What? But you don't want the help of Denise?
No,
No.
Oh, come on.
No.
you're
No.
a voice inside my head who I'm frankly surprised why I'm talking back to. But you know what? I've had a hell of a day.
Well,
I just want to get this jar of this beautiful lady somewhere safe.
Oh, beautiful
and lay down.
lady. Oh, okay, beautiful lady. Would you mind if I try to speak some sweet nothings into this beautiful lady's ear? Huh?
No.
Denise can offer you wingman services. Yeah, wingman services. Huh? Huh?
No.
Oh,
No.
come on, that can be useful.
I'm good. I'd rather not.
Okay,
try
but
to
see,
think I'm
here's
going
the thing.
crazy.
Here's the thing. Okay, I have a feeling you find me annoying, right?
No. I just
Oh,
very weirded out.
oh, that's the first time I've heard someone say that I wasn't annoying. Oh, okay, so let me tell you about my family branch. And
Oh, no.
he continues to talk your ear off. Consistently.
As a bartender, I feel like I'm used to this shit and just keep going about my day.
Okay. So you hear like points and where he's like, okay, so this is my mother, and then like a couple minutes later, so this is my cousin, and then a few seconds later, somehow a rock got into the family branch, but we're not gonna talk about that. That rock is special though. That is a good rock. And you obviously have a plan, but what else would Miss Nevermore like to do in this situation?
Well, as long as I've gotten everything else taken care of and I've kicked everybody else out of my fucking tavern, check out see if anybody else is fucking unconscious.
Okay.
Because apparently we have unconscious people in my tavern.
Yes, you do have Maurice. But you do notice that there is a porcelain construct that is sitting up against a wall with this zombie human-like creature that's dressed very much like a cowboy, but both of them are entranced in this hypnotic glare that is basically looking up at a certain point in your tavern. They're just kind of looking in blank space. They're not saying anything to you. They're not reacting to anything around them. They're truly in a hypnotic stance.
How many almost dead people am I gonna have to deal with today?
Gonna have to deal with a lot more outside the tavern.
The fuck?
Oh, sorry. It's Jerry here. We finally got the dragon boy in the back.
Good.
Yeah, he kind of drooled all over Sasquatch, so Sasquatch might have knocked him out again.
God damn it.
God damn it. I don't.
He drooled on us. What did you want from us?
Wipe it off.
You can't wipe dragon spit off. Okay? It's just like. Never mind, we're not gonna talk about that incident. But.
Hold on. It's like, what is it like, Ping?
Shut up.
Splash some cold water on your face and get back to work.
I'd rather
Answer
hit
the
myself with a rock
question.
at that point. But fine, I'll do it because you said so. Come on, Sasquatch. I don't want to take a bath. Well, Miss Nevermore commanded us to, kinda, sorta, maybe.
You can bathe when you're done.
Bathing sounds good. Is that where we eat? No, that's called eating. So what's bathing? It's soaking yourself in water. So we're becoming pickles? No. No, we're not.
Fucking what?
Ugh.
Nevermore is on the verge of a migraine.
So am I. What? What is happening?
Okay. And with that in mind. Oh, I forgot to close the shoot. I forgot people are like coming over, but anyways. So with that in mind, I actually would like Izzy to make a perception check, please.
You heard him, Rob. Blow on him.
It's a +2.
Mm-hmm.
Good talk.
It's a 13.
Yeah.
13. Okay. You go out and you immediately... Okay, I will give you the result after a couple minutes. Hold on.
Moment of silence.
I
So-
didn't realize I was muted.
That's unfortunate. So honestly, what we gotta do now is go back to the tavern, right, and finish the job again.
Yeah.
Give Alvrarz another more trauma.
No, please.
That's all
I
we
mean,
need.
Denise is back, and we know what happened last time. So part 2 electric boogaloo, I guess.
But this time we can murder him faster because now we're level 10.
That's really funny. It's gonna be the same speed for me anyway.
Yeah, just hiding and throwing acid at people.
No, actually stabbing people.
Stab, stab.
My combat revolves more around my daggers than it does my spells.
Alright. So, with a... Sorry about that interruption, by the way. So with a 13, you end up noticing something a little bit off. And that is the fact that some of the people that were recovered from, like, the wreckage below, that were pronounced dead, seem to have the same wound all across, and it's the stab across the abdomen. It's a good 8 inches in length, and it's a pretty deep wound. And it's happened on 7 of your patrons.
Well, I can't hold them against their will, but would like to ask them what this tomfoolery is about. If they were alive.
They are very much dead.
Yep. Can't hold them against the will, but also can't interrogate them.
You see, like, one of the halflings, we'll say it's Sasquatch, kind of comes out, and he has, like, this, like, really old and degraded hat on, this, like, sun hat, and he takes it off of his head and kind of puts it against his chest and goes, I feel sorry for all these patrons. They did not deserve to go out like this, and they didn't even get to have a drink.
No, they didn't.
That's a shame.
Truly.
You know, I did notice something. You basically know just about everyone that comes through those doors, right? Regulars, customers alike.
Just about.
Yeah, there was one that kinda caught the glare of us halflings.
Oh.
There's a fella in a black cloak. Came in, didn't see the face, plopped down 2 platinum at the barstead, requested drinks at the 3rd floor. Next thing you know, they disappeared into the 3rd floor, haven't heard back from them since. But then after the 3rd floor collapse, I did a head count, didn't see the guy in the black cloak. I think that's a major concern right there.
Thanks for the input.
Yeah. Also, you might wanna you might wanna make yourself available. I just got
Oh.
word. I just got word from the messenger of the town. The city leaders are about to make their speech regarding the recent incidents. Yeah, the sages. They're gonna make an announcement in a few minutes. I'm gonna have to make ourselves present at that town square as usual.
God damn it. Why does everything have to happen today?
I don't know, but it doesn't look like we're gonna be in good company tonight.
Go take a bath. Tell the boys to take a break. Till then.
Understood. And he kind of saunters back to where he was before.
Well, darn, looks like you're coming with me to the meeting.
Glub glub.
Alright. And y'all like start making your way out of the tavern, and y'all are starting to make your way to town square. In the meanwhile, let's turn our attention to the remainder of the cast. Because all of you are pretty much within the proximity of the town square. So Drukin and Valka. We're gonna start with y'all. You see that there is a Miss Priscilla that was tending to Drukin's wound, only for her to be summoned by a blue wood elf guard, who summons her pretty loudly, and Miss Priscilla stops tending to you, but makes sure to wrap you up in some bandages to make sure that you are well acquainted. As she makes her way through it all, you notice that there was another woman that was beside her who remained by your side. She is not an elf, but appears to be a human. She has on like this neat bun of like strawberry blonde hair, and you see that she has amber eyes as well. She has freckles and is sporting pretty much a similar Victorian style dress that Miss Priscilla had on, except hers is burgundy in this case, like burgundy wine. And she looks at you and goes, "I'm sorry, she's quite needed in this town. I'm her assistant. I am Tinny, with 2 N's. Tinnie. I know it's a little bit weirdly spelled, but that's my name.
Very nice to meet you.
Indeed. It's very rare that a doctor of your prestige would ever... Never mind. Enough about me. Anyways. Are you feeling okay? And she kind of like gestures towards you, Volka.
Nothing I'll get over, but he's who I'm more worried about points at Drukin.
I see.
I assume they're like, did they start looking at Drukin first or me?
Yeah, they put bandages on me, didn't they?
They did.
Okay, yeah, he's like, I'm more concerned about him and
Oh,
Actually.
the safety of this whole little area as well.
right. Right, and what are your names again? I'm sorry.
Valka.
Valka. Okay, and you are?
I'm Drukin.
Drukin.
Nice to meet you, Tinny.
Very nice to meet you as well. With...
Sorry it has to be in such grim circumstances.
No, don't...
Bleeding all over the floor.
Don't ever be sorry. Okay, thankfully she...
Not the worst thing spilled on the streets.
This is true. I've only been here 2 times, but I've seen the wares of how the city operates. But she did apply a salve to your wraps, so you should be able to heal by the end of the day.
Good.
Yes. Oh, and you all of a sudden, like, hear this alarm. Well, not this alarm, but, like, the chiming of, like, large church bells. And they're chimed in a rhythm that you are familiar with, Volga, because that is the indication that the 4 sages are going to make their public appearance at the town square to basically announce something major that's about to take place.
This is all too coincidental.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but does that mean that your city leaders are going to be making an appearance?
Yes, that would.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I will, I'll help you escort to town square while Miss Priscilla is tending to other matters. I will stick by you until I am summoned by her herself.
Much appreciated, Tinny.
Of course, anytime.
Question for you, Drukin.
Yep.
Did you clearly see something? Was it very clear that you saw something behind me that I wasn't aware of?
I
Or were you
don't
just
remember,
staring up?
You do.
Because I don't remember if it was very clear that you saw something that I just wasn't aware of.
You did.
Okay, so
Okay.
Valka knows that he saw something that I didn't see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Look over at Drake and be like, it'd be nice if you can keep an eye out for anything else, since I didn't see anything, and, well, it's gonna be great if there's a new threat on the streets.
Definitely. I'll do my best to keep an eye out. How much time has actually passed since that whole encounter?
About, let's say 25 minutes. So at
Okay.
this point, it's about 45
Tech
minutes
magic.
since all
Long
of this has
gone.
been happening. Yeah. With that, Tinny escorts, like, you two through the crowd, and Tinny's, like, extending her hand out. She's, like, making way for people, and people are, like, looking back at her. It's like, what? Oh, shoot, that's an injured person. Oh, sorry.
As an injured person, why is he there? Points to me.
Tinny kind of looks back at you, Drukin, and reaches into, like, a pocket in her dress, and she pulls out some lozenges, and she looks at you, Drukin, and goes, "Would you like some?"
Sure. Thank you.
Okay, here. This is a blueberry hazelnut lozenge. Extracted it myself using the plants and resources outside of the city perimeter.
Thank you. It's quite nice.
Thank you. I'm a bit of a mixer myself, not only when it comes to candies, but also to, medicinal things and a couple potions here and there. I'm a bit of
Interesting.
I'm a bit of a scientist, but I try not to show off too much. I am still being mentored by one of the greats, so it's important that I remain humble.
Well, if this is an example of all your work, then you must be quite good.
Yes, but it all depends on how she perceives me and the end of the summer reports. If she gives me a good report by Jubilee's end, then I'll be able to go back to my own land and be able to become a certified primary apothecary, and I would very much enjoy that.
Well, good luck with that.
Indeed. And as y'all are going through this, we now turn our attention towards Alvrarz. So Alvrarz, you're still like kneeling over, just slightly weak, and after the summoning of like Dr. Priscilla's like, Dr. Priscilla, please come over here, please, please. And Mr. Priscilla immediately rushes to you, and she like props you so that way you're standing a little bit upright, but you're leaning against her slightly. And she looks at you and she goes, "Oh dear, you look like a person that's familiar with making wounds and inflicting wounds and taking them. Am I right or wrong?"
Used to giving them, not really receiving them anymore.
That a boy. Well, I certainly appreciate your honesty. It seems most of the days, whenever rough individuals come up to me, they believe that they're angels when they are clearly not. Especially when you have blood underneath your fingernails. Alright, let's see. Wound to the abdomen. Not too bad. Should be able to repair this. Just give me a couple more seconds. Okay. So, and she kind of looks at you quite sternly, but not intimidating, and goes, "Okay, I highly recommend for someone of your size and your capabilities, you just take it a little bit slower. If you try to engage in any sort of physical activity, it's only going to stress the wound, and it might even become worse with time. So what I highly recommend, do not get into too much physical activity. Light activity if you need to, but I don't want you swinging any weapons at anybody, okay? I mean it."
Fine.
Good. Now, would you like a good berry during these trying times? And she pulls out one from, like, out of nowhere.
Sure.
Good.
Fine.
Good. And she, like, puts one into your hand, and, she immediately goes, "Alright. So," and she glances over to the wood elf and goes, "Well, Emelina, it is quite good to see you again. And it appears that the police chief has given their role over to you. Yes, with swift and precise judgment as well. Swift, that I can agree to. Precise," and she walks past and she like makes the motion of like picking out a piece of dirt off of the uniform and then flicking it with her finger. "Precise? I don't believe so." And she walks off. And you see that Abelina looks perturbed by that comment. But she quickly masks her expression, and she looks to you, Alvrarz, and goes, "Okay, before I go on, let me just ask you a couple questions since you're already recovering right now. Normally, I would be escorting you to the police station, but when the sages are making their public appearance, unfortunately, that means it is going to prolong our visit and investigation. I hope you do not mind that, Tuunak, but you're just gonna have to wait it out, okay?"
Alright.
Oh, and one more thing. Do you know how to cast magic by any chance?
Oh, a little bit of magic, yeah.
Okay. And she immediately whips her head around, and she takes you by, like, the arm, and she kind of escorts you towards the direction of the town square. So now at this point, all of you are kind of, like, marrying your way towards the town square. It's basically, like, this large area with, like, stone pans. There's, like, lampposts all over. It's, like, decorated with banners saying Jubilee Festival. The docks are positioned just beyond, like, this makeshift stage that was put together by the buskers that put the wooden crates together. And in the end, you end up seeing 4 individuals. So let's say, like, another 10 minutes pass before all of you eventually are in the public square. Not necessarily together, but at least y'all are in the same area. Unless you wish to look around and make perception checks to try to see if you can find each other, you're also more than welcome to do that.
You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna see if I can spot the homie.
Okay.
Let's see what's
Yeah,
that.
why not? How's my perception?
Go ahead.
That's a
Rob.
26.
Why am I looking here on the sheet?
That's
Uh,
crazy.
You're out there, right?
No.
You're at the town square.
Yeah.
You're making
Nope.
perception.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Can the jar of goo also make a perception check?
Yes.
It can feel things in the wind.
Hey, one more thing. Why are you a bad liar would have actually went so crazy.
That would have went
Right. Nevermore got an
insane.
11.
Okay. So
Varys got a 18.
okay.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay. So we're gonna say that Drukin, Alvrarz, and Valka are able to find themselves fairly easy through the crowd. So y'all eventually do reunite, and it takes you a little bit before you also notice that Isabela is also there as well,
Ah, shit.
spotted by Valka.
I'm gonna just like quickly turn Drukin like to face away.
Nope.
What are you doing?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
Oh god, is that woman here?
Yeah. Like Valka's saying this with like gritted teeth.
Oh god, is that woman here?
Well, I didn't get her name.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Even
just
though it
an
was
angry
one of
woman.
the most said names in the last.
No, but like Drukin didn't learn her name before.
Yeah, you kind of like went to attack him before
Yeah.
y'all got the pleasant
Before there
out
was
of the
any
way.
kind of
before-
introduction.
before, like,
Drukin didn't
formally
actually meet you
introducing
other than you
yourself.
trying to kill him.
He didn't ask your name while you were trying to murder him.
Like,
You know.
like Varys, you can definitely see where the remainder of your group's at, but Isabella's like kind of like more awaiting for the sages to come aboard.
Good to know.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing like a small gooey like finger pointing over there.
Over there.
No, Varys is more just watching them,
Blum.
not even paying attention to where the sages are going to be coming from, just watching the party at this point.
I feel like this is gonna be a blood sacrifice. Anybody else?
Well, as long as it ain't me,
Okay.
I don't give a
So
It's
you
fair,
watch
fair.
as the bells finally stop chiming, and Valka, you watch as you see 4 familiar figures that goes before the stage. They all are dressed in the same orange and purple robes that are sashed, and you see that two of the 4 appears to be Yantis. These are not purebred, but they are they're basically like snake people. And you see that there are 2 of them. The last time you came to visit this place, you know that there was only one of them. The one that looks most familiar to you has darker green scales, and their eyes are more piercing red than the other one, who appears to have like a little bit more pale, I would say pale lime green, but their eyes are more ruby red, so they're actually a deeper shade of red than the other one. You know that the Yanti that you are the most familiar with, the one that has darker green skin, likes to go by their code name rather than their actual name, which is Sniper. But you know that their actual name is Sylvester. But you are not aware of the other Yanti. The other 2, one of them is a Loxodon, an elephant person. This Loxodon is appearing to use a long staff as their walking stick, and the staff is embedded with various runes and markings. You know them to be Saint Ignatius. And then the other one, the last remaining, what was it, the Sage, is a Triton. You see that they are wielding a trident, and you know that they go by a codename as well, called Neptune. But they often go by their actual name, which is eloquent. So really, out of the four, you know three of them. You're just not familiar with who the other Yuan-ti is. But everyone else is able to see them. And just as the bell stops chiming, the Loxodon steps forward and goes, "Hello. My name is Saint Ignatius, and I'm here to deliver a speech. A speech that is much needed. And some time went into thinking about this. We have decided as a council that we must liberate this city of the network. And as soon as you hear liberation of the network, you get chills down your spine, Valka. Because you know for a while that the sages didn't really mind too much activity within the network, purely because it's been beneficial to the sages in terms of supplies and maintaining reputation of the city. So this is already directly affecting your network. But then he goes on. We would also like to embed some discoveries of our own. It appears that the mention of constructs have been in chats once more. And because of this, we would like to announce that as of today, constructs will be temporarily banned and taken off the streets, as currency will not be an applicable factor to constructs until further notice. They have caused too much oppression, and they have caused too much controversy. Controversy that is not necessary for this city. If anyone would like to make their opinions noticed, to those of the crowd, speak up. And this is your chance for an open forum with the sages." And, I mean, you know, he patiently waits as he's waiting for anyone to speak up. So this is your opportunity now for anyone, if they wish to do something in the meantime.
While not saying anything, Valka will turn away from the sages, looking visibly annoyed. It's clear he wants to speak, but something is stopping him.
Mhm. You hear Miss Priscilla speak up. "I would like to say something. I've seen a construct or two during my time, and I'd like to say that they have their uses besides being currency. But with how rare constructs are being made, and the fact that constructs are actually responsible for most of the architecture in this place, I see no reason why they have to be banned or taken away in the streets. I don't see that. I think we should just remain the way things are. Just give them a bit more freedom." You see, the Yuan-ti Sylvester, aka Sniper, looks at Miss Priscilla and goes, "We cannot fully make that happen. As you know, we've made discoveries of our own that has tampered our views on them. And because of that, we wish to eliminate any more threats, especially to our children." Okay, but what about the children that are interested in engineering and all of that? What about those? education is vital in other aspects. You must not remain ignorant to the problem at hand, for constructs need to be reassessed and revitalized for their original purposes. Okay, whatever you say. Any more open forums before we conclude today's session? And you see that there's a smile that comes across Sylvester's face. And you see Sylvester kind of smirk, and then goes, "Are you sure there's nothing anybody wants to say? Especially you, Valka?"
Valka now just turns and looks over, smiling.
"It's good seeing you again. Sorry to put you on the spot." And he steps down off of the stage and he starts to approach you. "But it seems that you have come at a rather convenient time, don't you think?"
What is convenience when time and fate exists?
A kobold after my own heart. Good. Is there anything that you'd like to say, Miss Nevermore? And you see that everybody, in the crowd, mostly turn towards you, Izzy. Some people are like, "Oh, cool, Nevermore's there." Others are like, "Oh, Nevermore's there. Oh gosh." Couple drunk people are like, "Nevermore, another drink, please." "Oh wait, we're not in the tavern. Shoot."
It's town full of drunks.
Just because you don't understand something doesn't mean it has to go. But you already know my morals, don't you?
Yes, I do. I just wanted to poke the bear a little bit.
Wrong bear, dude.
While this is happening, can I whisper something to Drukin?
Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna ask him if he can see if any of our invisible friends are in the area of us.
Perception or Arcana check, Pink?
Perception.
Well, you have detect magic.
I know, but I kind of don't want to burn all my first level spell slots if I can help it.
Can you ritual cast or not? I don't think you can ritual cast.
I don't know what that
Yeah.
means, so I'm gonna say no. You said perception?
Yeah.
14.
Oddly enough, there's no presence of them.
Is there any other kind of presence? That
One.
would be abnormal.
And it's belonging to Tinny.
What kind of feeling do I get from this person?
They definitely did not belong to the material planes. They have hailed from somewhere else.
Because that's not creepy. I'll try not to turn to Volka to make sure Isabela doesn't see me. There isn't anyone. I can't feel any of them near us now, but something still doesn't feel quite right. And I'll very, very subtly gesture towards Tinny in a way that she won't see. Hopefully.
Yeah, he just kind of not exactly sighs, but just kind of gives a understood kind of grunt.
Yep. All of a sudden, you hear Abelina speaks up. May I make a gesture, please? And you see that it is Eloquin, the Triton, that speaks up. Yes. What is it that you desire, Abelina? Okay, look. Could you please, like, why don't we, talk about, the bounty? The group that just came in? What group? The group. The one that's... The one that's with and as soon as she, like, goes to speak your name, Valka, you see a hand that immediately goes to shuts her mouth. And in one motion, you see that there is a individual that kind of goes behind Abelina, and you hear as if something just cracked, and you see Abelina fall to the ground. Can I have everybody give me perception checks, please? Everyone.
Roll that dice, Rob.
While this is happening, Valka, how does Alvrarz look? Is he looking good?
Oh, I don't see shit. Again.
Yeah, I'm feeling fine.
You're feeling fine for the most part.
Yeah.
I don't see shit either.
Quick,
30,
I keep forgetting to
20.
ask you this, Pink. The salve and the bandages, did they stop the effect, the pain effect that I had going?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm also concerned on getting the fuck out of there.
Nevermore got a 13. Varus got a 28.
Damn.
Damn.
No better viewer than
The jar of
constipated
goo.
jar.
Yeah. Drugs are down.
Always watching.
Oh my goodness. Alright, you immediately see that throughout... Who got the lowest? Let's actually start with that. Who got the lowest number? Perception.
6.
Okay, Scorch, you see a tattoo
Terrible
that...
perception.
You see a tattoo of, like, an eagle on a random woman's lower back, and you were intrigued by it.
Oh no.
Why am I perfect?
It's lower back. It's not like... Okay, never mind. Anyways.
We're not going down.
Yeah,
You're a problem now.
that's
Get any better, my
why
guy.
my comment was what it was.
Jeez Louise. Anyways. But for the remainder of y'all are seeing, like, there are some people that are, like, ducking beneath some people and, like, putting on something over their heads. All of a sudden you see maybe clusters of what looks to be thugs that are overtaking this square. You see the sages immediately retreat, and you see that the people are kind of in a battle of dismay at the moment. And you see that there are clusters of people. Though there's a reason why I'm saying clusters in particular, because we're going to introduce a little bit of a new combat system, but we'll get into that a little bit. But you do see a total of about 30 or some of these thugs, and they are scattered about. So we're actually going to say that for Drukin, yeah, all of you eventually reunite except for Isabela and Varus. So for this group,
Can I do something while chaos is unfolding in front? Because it's kind of like chaos is just happening, right?
yeah.
So can I do potentially two things, which is just kind of trying to get hidden within the crowd and throwing a normal dagger at one of the sages?
Yes.
I don't want to hit them, but I want to make it seem like it was meant to hit them, you know?
Okay.
Like, I want to try and scare them off without actually hitting them.
Okay.
So would it be stealth
Okay.
and an attack roll?
Stealth,
I
yeah.
gotta look at something. I do have something I want to do.
That is a 19 to
Oh
stealth.
my god.
That's successful.
Nice.
And then, obviously, I'm going to try and get the dagger back, but it is a normal dagger that I have. It is not the special one.
Okay.
So do I need to roll for like I'm intending to miss?
Um,
Because like my whole thing is to try and make him see like, oh wait, a dagger just flew past me. What's going on?
give me
Where'd
a
it come from?
just give me like a D100 luck check.
All right. That is a 16.
Okay, so you're
Eesh.
able to get like the dagger, but the dagger makes a specific ping that makes the sages like turn back. It was like what? But it's Sylvester or Sniper that ends up like directing, be like, no, 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 we need to go now. Okay, okay. And you were able to catch their attention for a little bit. They were slightly scared, but not to the point where like they're alerting other people. Thankfully. All right.
Mhm.
Was there anything else? Anyone else that would like to do something before we initiate the new system?
Can I cast Blade Ward on myself?
I
You wanted to cast Blade Ward?
Yeah. It's a round duration. So
Yeah, we could.
okay.
Yeah.
So I'll trade as you know the things erupt and we see all these guys. It's clear things are about to get a little messy. So
Yeah.
Drukin will trace his fingers in the air and like 3 scratches, and I'll make myself resistant to slash.
Okay. Slashing damage. All right. Cool. So we're gonna go ahead and have all of you roll for initiative, and yes, that also includes you, Robert, for Varys.
And Isabela, I'm
Yes.
assuming.
Yes.
Oh my
Hobgoblin?
god, Varys is literally pocket sand, but she's pocket goo. Throw her in their eyes.
Damn it.
No,
Alright, there. Oh, okay.
not the
Decent
pocket
initiative.
goo.
It's not great.
What is your initiative bonus?
6.
My initiative bonus is. Gotta fudging find it.
It's 0.
Yeah,
Oh.
I was gonna say, it shouldn't be too high. As a yeah.
Well, in that case, Nevermore has an initiative of 20.
Okay.
Okay then.
And
I'm ready to
Varys has a
fight.
12.
I got some pent up anger.
Varys got a 12.
Okay, Valka, you got a 11.
Yep.
Scorch, what did you get?
15.
Okay. Alvrarz, what did you get?
16.
16?
Yep.
It's my worst initiative roll yet, I think.
Okay.
My initiative is always bad.
Alright, so we are going to initiate something called cluster combat. So essentially, I'm not going to roll 30 initiatives because I'm not trying to give myself so much of a migraine. So, I broke them up into 12 clusters. These 12 clusters will be thugs that are going to try to attack you. Now, I already have them preset with how many people are in each cluster, so that will also determine, and everyone is guaranteed to have at least 2 attacks of opportunities. So there will be 2 attack rolls for each of the persons. So I'm going to be rolling for quite a bit for combat and damage. So, but it's going to be done in clusters. So whenever I say it's cluster 1, it's like, oh, cluster 1 has like 2 or 3 people. That's when I'm going to calculate how many attack rolls are going to be done and to the specific person. So it's going to be a multitude of combat. But we don't have to worry about that right now because it is Miss Nevermore's turn up first.
Aye.
You have 4 clusters of thugs within your vicinity.
Alright, who's ready to get the ass kicked? Y'all fucked with me on the wrong day.
All right.
Yeah, some asshole destroyed her.
I wonder who.
I don't know. I didn't get their names. They threw fire and teleported out, man. And I did like.
Okay, so you do have 2 attack rolls with Miss Nevermore of Cure. And they're going to be utilizing the bully stick. So the bully stick is essentially a quarterstaff. It's just a +5 to hit instead of the usual +4 for a regular quarterstaff. And then I got the wisdom saves on standby. So you have 4 clusters of people. Which cluster would you like to attack first? You have 1 through 4.
Well, I feel like I'm looking for blood, so 4.
4, okay. Alright, cluster 4. Stand by. 8, 10, 11, 12. Alright, cluster 4 has 2 thugs within that group. So you have you have your 2 attack rolls, you got 2 people in close sights. What are we doing?
Aim for their ankles.
Aim for their ankles. Alright, go ahead and roll to attack, Robert.
Alright, the first attack is gonna be that's a 10 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, what's the damage on that quarterstaff or the bully stick?
So 1d6
same.
6 or 8.
It's the same as a quarterstaff. So D6 one-handed, D8 two-handed.
Is Miss Nevermore wielding this two-handed?
I want blood, so 2.
2? Okay.
Give me a second. I just dropped the D8.
Okay.
I feel your pain.
I dropped it. Alright, fine. I'll just use the other D8.
Yep.
I'll grab that.
And then the damage is gonna be with a +1 to it.
A +1.
Yep.
Okay. So that is 8 points.
8 points. Okay.
And then you said there's 2 attacks.
Yep. 2 attacks.
Second attack is going to be 23 to hit.
That hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
And that is going to be 5 points of damage.
Okay. Same person or different person?
They're a different person. I gotta immobilize them.
Gotcha. Okay. So they are pretty immobilized, and both of them failed their wisdom saving throws, so they will have disadvantages on their attacks when it turns if they target Nevermore. Alright. So, anything else y'all would like to do in your turn?
Well, I could intimidate them, which I would do, because I am pissed off.
Okay.
So, most likely, I would make a slitting throat movement.
Oh my. Okay. Go ahead and roll for intimidation then. That's a
modifier there.
+3.
How's a 22 sound?
We're gonna go ahead and put a level of fear on them. So now they're going to retreat 30 feet away from Isabela from their current distance. Alright.
You can run,
Oh,
but
that's
you can't
actually kind
hide.
of bad. That's kind of rough for melee fighters.
Yep. Which means those 2 are going to be within the
Sucks to
vicinity of the other people. But that's okay. Alright, anything else you'd like to do, Izzy, before we turn over?
Well, as I see they're running for their lives, pissing their pants, I'm just like, well, I tried.
Fair enough. Alright, well, that leads us to the first cluster, who's actually near Emelina and Alvrarz. They're gonna go ahead. This is a cluster of 3 people, so first thug, they're gonna try to take away Emelina. So they're actually going to use their action to kind of help her, like, drag her over to a certain distance. The second thug is going to try to make attacks against you, Alvrarz. 18 hits you.
18 does hit me.
Okay, 18 and a 16 will hit you. You see them pull out
Yeah.
their short swords, so they're gonna make 2 sword attacks against you, and that is going to be a total of 9 damage done to you, slashing.
Okay.
Yep. Third thug, they're gonna go and make their attack against you. That is a 16. That is a 17, so that hits.
Yep.
And that is gonna be another 7 points slashing for you.
Okay.
Yep. That's going to be end of Cluster 1's turn. Cluster 9 is up. Cluster 9 is near Nevermore. So they're going to try to make their attacks. So it's only going to be a cluster of 2 people. So 2 people are going to try taking their swings at you. And I do have Izzy's AC right here. Okay. 1 hit, 1 missed, so that is going to be 5 points of damage taken away. Alright. And second thug is going to try to hit. That's a crit for 1 and a hit on the other. So that's going to be a total of 11 points of slashing. Alright, so you took 16 points slashing. Because you took 16 points of slashing, that means the bleed effect comes into play.
Welcome to our hell, Izzy.
Yep. The bleed effect ends up coming into play, and because you took 16 points in total, your speed is now going to be reduced to 10 feet, and every start of the turn when the wounds and bleeding are not tended to, when you do a medicine check, will remove 3 points from your HP until it hits 0. I will keep that in mind. Don't worry. Alright, so up next is Cluster 2's turn. They are near the combo of Drukin and Valka.
Shit.
Alright, one of them is going to make their 2 attacks over at Drukin. One that's a critical miss with a nat 1 and a 14 to hit.
Neither the 14 misses.
Okay,
Thank
so
God,
I'm
I don't
gonna
have to
roll
waste shield.
a D1, and he hits his partner. So his partner is now going to take the damage, and he ends up killing his partner in the process.
Oh, wait a sec. What weapon are they using?
Short swords.
I think I can just start one-tapping people.
It's piercing, is it not? You've been doing slashing.
Swords are slashing. Rapiers are piercing.
Yep.
Short swords not piercing?
Yep. No, they're slashing.
They're slashing.
I one-tap them all.
Been lied to.
What is this information I've
Yeah,
been...
you're not. Yeah, the way to remember it is that swords, you're not jabbing with a sword.
You slice.
Yeah.
You jab with a rapier. You do make a slashing motion with a sword.
No, I know
creates
that, but
slashing
like...
damage. It's just the easiest way to remember how damage is dealt. Is how the attack is made.
Yep. Alright. And the remaining thug is going to go ahead and make their attacks against you. Does a 16 hit you?
Me?
Yeah.
Shield. Fuck you.
Okay. Alright, so both their attacks will not work, so that is going to be the end of Cluster 2's
20
turn.
AC.
Yep. Which now turns our attention to Alvrarz.
Oh no.
What do you mean, oh no?
Yeah, short sword says it's a 1d6 piercing.
Okay, what is near me?
You have about 3 clusters.
Okay.
3 clusters, yep. There's about a total of, what, 6 people. All in total.
Okay, just all around me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to... actually, I'm going to use my action to... I'm going to channel divinity, conquering presence.
Channel Divinity?
Yep.
Alrighty.
So I force each creature of my choice that I can see within 30 feet of me to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Oh, so that's gonna be all. Is it just one person or anyone that you?
It's each creature of my choice, so it can be any.
Okay, so it's gonna be those 6. All right.
Yep.
All right.
The DC is 15.
15. Okay.
Yeah.
Only 2 people succeeded. The rest failed.
Oh. Okay. So they are now frightened of me for 1 minute.
Okay. Oh, 1 minute. Oh my.
The frightened creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
Gotcha. All right.
And then I am going to bonus action. I need to see if this is actually. You know what? Fuck it. What about a second? I'm on bonus action, spiritual weapon.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attacks.
Very nice.
Okie dokie. That is an 18 to hit.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
That is 11 points of bludgeoning damage. Or no, force damage, sorry.
11 points force.
Yes.
Okay. So you watch. Actually, describe me how you kill this character, because it's vulnerable to force damage.
The force?
So, yeah, it's force damage.
Yes.
So, a big hammer, not like a carpentry hammer, more like a blacksmith hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of forms above this individual. And you know, like the strength test machines.
Yeah. Oh my.
Like, you know how a robot would do, where it just kind of like bring it back and then that's what kind of happens to him.
Oh my goodness.
Bro, just get mushed.
Can you give me a intimidation check with advantage now?
Okay. Is that just you want me to just flat roll it or add my modifier?
Modifier with advantage.
No shot. Not 20 for a total of 27.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So the 12 clusters of people, you watch and you actually see how, like, the force of the kill. So in terms, blood splatters everywhere, guts splatter everywhere.
Mhm.
It stains people's clothing and people are just shrieking in horror as they're mostly trying to get away from.
I have completed my objective of traumatizing the NPC.
You have successfully traumatized a good portion of the crowd, including the thugs, to the point, and I'm actually going to go ahead and roll a luck check for myself to see. I rolled a 2%. Okay.
No shot.
I rolled a 2%, so you watch as the 12 clusters of thugs that were there is now completely reduced down to 1. You watch, and everybody watches, as the death that has just been inflicted upon this one thug resonated in such a wave of emotion that it caused all the other thugs to disband and get away from you as far as they can.
There's a reason I'm wanted and my bounty is 2,000 platinum, ladies and gents. There is a reason.
So, with that in mind, was there anything else you'd like to do?
There's nothing else I can do, sir.
Alright, well,
Nothing will top that.
we're gonna go ahead and end your turn. Alright. 10's down, 6 down, 5 down, 5 down. No, 5, 4 down, 3 down, 2 down, 1 down. Down, 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 down. Varys. Oh my goodness. You can still provide the help action, honestly.
Is that about all I can do?
Yes.
You can blub blub.
You can.
Could I make an intelligence check to see how to not be a jar of goo?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that just gonna be a straight intelligence?
Yes. No, you can add your modifiers to it. It's not like.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, but it's not like a specific
Yeah.
skill, it's just intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay. That is a 19.
You know, throughout your adventures in the Feywild, there are certain plants and medicinal herbs that, when consumed, it can actually help you get back to the original state that you were. What makes this even more tantalizing is that because of Emily's training that you have taught them, Emily has actually planted some of these herbs outside of the city's perimeter should you have gotten into these situations to begin with.
Good, good. Okay.
Alright.
And then... Yeah, did that consume my action, I'm assuming? Making that check?
Yeah.
Okay, then I pass.
Okay. Valka, it is now your turn.
So, I saw this man have such a gruesome end
Yep.
that everyone
Wait
is
a
just kind
minute.
of gone, right?
All gone except for, like, 3 thugs that are still left.
You said something, Scorch?
Egg, what's your initiative?
11.
Yeah, I didn't get. Pink, you skipped me.
Sorry! I genuinely. Wait.
I was
literally-
15.
Dude, I literally scratched out, like, cluster 5, 7, and I scratched you out, thinking that you were cluster. So. Alright. But.
Or just let Egg go first. And then I'll go.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to do anything with my turn, but I'm going to figure out who these thugs were. Were they familiar to me? Because I assume that's going to take my action to try and figure out who these people were.
They're, like, bottom of the barrel. They're
Okay,
honestly no names.
But no names from a specific, like, group? Or just true no names that just hate me for some reason?
These are no names that are definitely been recruited by the original boss. So these are fodder.
Alright. Now, would I know that bigger things are coming soon because this is the fodder?
Yes.
Beautiful. Where are the final clusters?
Final cluster is basically, like, pretty much in the middle of town square. They're closer to Alvrarz and Drukin right now.
So, is there a way to get advantage on one specific dude or not?
Yes, you can.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go flank and have the ball.
Go ahead.
This is with the special dagger. The funky little dagger I have.
The funky dagger. We love it.
That's a dirty 20, but I'm gonna see if I'm gonna fish for a crit.
Okay.
I got 2 dirty 20s. I don't think that hit.
Oh,
I think that hits. I definitely
that might
hits.
hit.
Barely, but it'll hit.
Yeah.
So this is the piercing. That's 4 damage for piercing.
Yep.
Are they still alive?
Yep.
I'm gonna just add it to. I'm adding the sneak attack to the poison. What is that? 5. I hope I don't get like 7 ones in a row. That's 29 poison.
Alright. They're definitely dead. Describe to me how you killed them.
So the slash seems almost like it did nothing to said person. Before they, like, the wound just turns a deep purple and they start convulsing. Before it takes them.
Okay. That's a bit gruesome, but we love it.
They came after me first. They came after us first. Ain't no mercy here. And then, am I allowed to yell to the others?
Yes.
I'm going to yell, we have to get out of here as soon as we're done here. And I'm going to yell that loud enough so that, at minimum, Alvrarz and Drukin can hear me.
Okay.
Okay.
And that is the end of my turn.
Alright. Drukin.
Word.
There's 2 thugs.
Where are they?
They're pretty much at least 10 feet in front of you.
Okay. I'm gonna back up
Okay.
about just my movement speed is 30. I'll magic missile at 2nd level
Okay.
and send 2 to each of them. So,
Alright.
do you want me to roll for each individual magic missile damage, or 1 roll for all 4 missiles?
1 roll for all missiles.
2 damage apiece. So they each take 4.
Okay. Alright.
Then as a bonus action, I'm gonna burn 2 sorcery points to regain a 1st level spell slot. And I'll end. Oh, sorry. Drukin will summon these the red bolts from him and send 2 to each of the guys,
Alright.
and then call over Valka.
Okay.
Why do we need to hurry out of here? What's coming?
Am I allowed to
You can
do
respond.
a facial feat? Okay.
Yeah, you can
He doesn't respond, but Valka looks near terrified out of his mind. Like, you know, this is something we don't want to stick around for, whatever this is.
Right.
Is that all you like to do with your turn?
I'd like to look around the square and see what I could see, if maybe there's anything like standing out that would give me an idea of like what Valka's warning us about.
Perception check.
Keep looking at like a 12.
Okay. You notice that there are some people that are dressed in suits, much like the person that Tuunak encountered. And they're looking directly at you and Alvrarz, and especially a couple looking at Valka. However, you also notice that there is a lot of children that are looking at y'all terrified. Some of them are crying. Some of them looked appalled by what they're witnessing. Some of them looked curious. Anything else for you, Drukin?
Oh, and you said there
No.
are people looking out? Like, there are people watching us?
Yep.
To the ones who look appalled, I'm just gonna look at them and give them a thumbs up.
Ruthlessly slaughtering, looks at a kid, you know?
Mhm.
Yup.
We got.
Bro's a menace.
I'm gonna end there.
Okay. I'm just gonna bring up the final two remaining thugs. They are gonna go ahead and realize that they are at a bit of a predicament. But before they leave, they look at the two Maslisk. You look at you, Drukin, and they're like they're basically wearing like thieves' mask. They're like concealing their mouths, only showing their eyes. But you see both of them like pull their mask up, and it's the cloaked figures that you encounter back at the third floor, who then winks at you as one of the other ones pulls out a flask and
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
and with that concludes the combat. As you see the flames kind of up and up, and you see both of them disappear.
Alright, Valka immediately looks at Alvrarz and Drukin and just says, "We leave now."
Yep. Those were the same guys for the tavern. I'm with you. Let's get the hell out of here.
I'll get the others, hopefully.
Someone grab the Varus in a jar.
Question: is there like a safe, like what are the safe spots away from where others can go? Like what places the network or like underground network not able to get to easily?
So there is
Because I know
actually
Pete's house.
there is actually an abandoned lighthouse that nobody really like ever touches. It was originally used as a monument that signified the exploration of the seas from the Biyo, from Biyos and like the sailing technology and how it's developed. But nobody's really taken shelter in that ever since, and it's not been used as an attraction. So it is a safe space that you're familiar with.
And I know it takes a little bit if they decide to use the alleys,
Yeah.
all other kind of. Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna look at both of them and say, "Meet me at the lighthouse." I'm gonna give them explicit directions to it,
Yep.
to where they can like. I'm explaining it to a 2-year-old, pretty much,
Okay.
like as fast as I can.
Okay. As you do that, Izzy needs to. Okay, Robert, you need to roll for Izzy a perception check.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna make it clear. Make sure you are.
Perception. What was the modifier on that? +2?
+2. Also, everyone else give me perception checks as well.
That's a nat 20, so 22 for
Oh,
Nevermore.
natural one. I see rocks.
That is a.
I'm horrid at perception checks.
That is
Varus got a
19.
14.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I'll
Mm,
perceive the
wisdom-based character,
ranger.
because holy
Nope.
shit.
8.
I could see
Okay.
the molecules in the wind.
So okay. So Nate, Drukin like sees a rock with a smiley face. We're just gonna keep it simple. For Alvrarz, you don't really notice it right away until the others have noticed it. Izzy,
Oh.
Miss Nevermore suddenly feels a presence behind her back. And you react just in time as a blade, as you dodged out of the way of what looks to be a serrated short sword that comes out and jabs the open air. And you see, as you turn around, you just see a cloaked figure, a black cloaked figure with like glowing gold eyes that looks back at you. They look at you for a hot minute, and then they're gonna try to run away from you.
I am in pain, but I feel like my reaction speed would be also enhanced since I'm alert.
Yes.
Since I'm clearly very alert, since I'm aware of everything around me.
Yes, actually.
So, can I take this moment to just, like, grab the back of their cloak and try to attempt to hit them with my staff?
Opportunity attack. Ooh, yeah.
Yes. With the opportunity attack that they also mentioned as well.
Yeah, yeah. Alright. One attack.
Mm-hmm.
14 to hit.
That does not hit.
Oh.
Well, at least am I still holding on to them?
Strength check. Amuse me.
Alright.
Contested strength check.
Modifier?
Alright, let me see.
Should be high.
Strength is +1.
Never mind.
Damn it. That's a 6.
Oh,
6. They got an 8.
ah!
Oh.
Nevermore is more concerned about keeping Varys safe.
Yeah.
You lose your grasp on their cloak pretty quickly because you notice as you try to pull and you lose grip, the jar almost comes out of the leather strap. They've now gained about 10 feet. All of a sudden, you see... Actually, yeah. From Isabela's perspective, you see the zombie, human-like creature, the cowboy, steps out into your view, holds the rifle and props it and aims it straight at the cloaked figure, and you hear a gunshot ring out. And it scatters everyone. Now, at this point, everybody's running towards their houses and locking it. And you see the cloaked figure collapse to the ground. And you see you see this cowboy immediately runs up to them and immediately grabs some rope and tie their hands behind their back. Alright, well, that took a little bit longer than expected. Who are you? And he looks at you, Izzy. You look familiar.
Thanks, partner. You don't look too bad yourself.
Well, howdy to you too. Name's Manchester. What's yours?
Isabela, Ginny Nevermore. You could just call me Nevermore.
Oh, well, I certainly like Ginny. It suits you. Like a belt buckle. Now, where's my group? What? And he, looks... And he, looks, who's like, Bears? Is that you in the jar?
Glub.
Oh, gosh.
Hey, glum.
You know this lovely thing?
Yes. We're in a group together. The only thing is, how did he manage to get inside that?
It's not that long of a story. Took the shot.
Of course. Fair enough. Where's the rest of the group? And he, looks over and he sees, a blood-stained Alvrarz. And, a slightly better but slightly injured Drukin. And Valka just looking terrified. And he goes, well, there's the rest of my group. See? We got Drukin, that's Valka, and then that's Alvrarz. That's my group. Well, along with the comrade that you have strapped to your chest. In a jar.
Do I recognize?
You definitely recognize Drukin with a little bit of infuriating rage.
Yeah, I was afraid.
Oh no.
As Isabella turns around to look at me, my face will kind of sink and realize that there's far more danger than just what Valka warned about. Like, Manchester? What the best choice?
Howdy, partner. You met her?
No.
Volk just kind of sighs and just to start running. I told you how to get there. If you get lost, this isn't on me.
You gotta
Members,
go.
Nevermore, please, can I just have a moment to explain, please? Please.
The longer we wait here, the more bad things happen.
Well, I'm gonna do something.
Ladies and
here.
gentlemen, we are now in what I like to call a timed scenario.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
I won't kill you, but I'll beat the shit out of you.
Does the time start now?
Time already started when I said that
Okay.
sentence.
Volka just starts shooing them like, we need to figure out what's going on now. This doesn't happen normally. Get to the lighthouse. I can explain some stuff on the way there. We need to move.
A lighthouse.
Mr. Nevermore, that's completely fair. I understand. I apologize greatly, but the people who caused part of the problem were here, and they're the ones that escaped. So if you really
Good
want to get them,
gracious.
Less talking, more bleeding.
Good gracious, Drukin, how the world
I'm gonna start backing up and following Valka and haul
No,
Nash.
Wait,
No, Volka's not hauling. Like I'm just shooting like to Alvrarz and Drukin like to go there.
you're like scooching them towards the lighthouse.
Yeah, I'm
Got it.
like just go.
Whatever way he went, that's where I'm going.
No, I'm showing you. I'm like I told like he said I know you know how to get there. Just get there. I'll
Okay,
walk
I'm
with
just
them. I can show
gonna-
how to get there.
Wait, Drukin, wait up. How did you get those wounds? Wait.
I'm
Volka's gonna
sorry.
like run up to Manchester and be like, I can walk and talk on the way there.
Oh,
Not much
oh.
time. A lot of things have happened in the past
Got
few seconds I don't like.
Understood. All right.
I'm gonna look at Nevermore. Like if you just don't hit him for right now.
Oh.
I can explain a lot of things
Oh,
looking at Nevermore.
Well, I mean, I kind of have some stuff to explain as well. I have.
We can walk and talk.
Okay, well, I'm just here to let you know I got Torrel as well. She's in a
All
part.
right. Now where's the other one?
The other one?
Oh, where is the other one?
Tuunak.
Oh, well, I managed to fish him out of the storage closet.
There are definitely questions for that later, but come on, let's go.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he has his bag of holding anymore. I think somebody took it.
Who's? I'm gonna look at Nevermore, and it's like, do you really allow thieves into your tavern?
I just give him the most bombastic side eye.
Oh god.
Bombastic
Yeah.
side eye.
Bombastic side eye.
Do
You know, I expected-
really want to get on my nerves.
Well, when one of our party members' things goes missing in your tavern, I can assume you will like
One of
you
my
allow
Wait,
party
hold on.
members tears down the top floor of my tavern. I have a problem.
So you steal someone else's things who's not even related to the matter at hand. All right, let's go.
Well, that's
We have time to catch up.
Well,
or
that's
we have-
not the only thing missing. There's a reason why I'm carrying this pack, and you see that Manchester like swivels his hips, and you see that he's carrying like an overly sized backpack that seems to be filled with parts. And he goes, "Yeah, I kind of found Torrel in pieces. We got a bit of a problem too."
We have a lot of time to make it up. All right, come on, follow me. Keep up if you can. If you can't, let me know.
Her head-
And he's just gonna start dashing.
Her head is missing. All right. Anyways,
Claw,
Dash bang.
excuse me.
Volka lets out the most infuriating like grunt ever looking at, because I assume I saw the people just staring daggers at me, or just around, right? Or are they gone? Because you said there were
Oh,
definitely
no.
people just around.
oh, there's more. There's about 20 of them instead of the 5.
All right, yeah. Now Volka starts booking it like mad dashing. I think would it be fair to assume we can outpace almost anyone they can send at him?
Yeah, except for one person that's
Yeah.
very well known to restrain people.
Not after me yet. All right, we moving.
As you're going towards the lighthouse, you do pass by some open alleys. And in one of the open alleys, you see the glimpse of something pink that shines bright, and your heart sinks. Because that pink glow belongs to a jewel that's embedded into a tunic that belongs to that person that can track down people and restrain them. They call her Snatch as her code name.
So
And yeah, and you see the pink glow as you're going past the alleys, but you don't see anything else, but you definitely feel her presence in that alley.
like the tunic was the only thing on the ground, right? Or did I feel a presence? I think I misunderstood something.
You felt her presence, and then you saw the pink glow of the jewel on the tunic that she wore as you like passed by the alley.
Okay. So then in that case, I'm gonna slow down a little bit, and I am going to an excruciating childlike explanation of, talking to a 2-year-old, explain how to get to the lighthouse to Manchester and Nevermore. Because I assume Nevermore followed, unless they just stood there.
Nevermore most likely followed, but I've lived here. Pink, would I already know?
Yep.
Valka, but the thing is, though, you also clearly see that Valka is like currently juggling so many different things in his head right now that it's like he doesn't even like realize what he's doing.
He's pissed off. She's pissed off at you, but she lets it slide.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
he is also. Oh my bad.
No, you're good. After you do that, then are you actually looking to interact with the Snatch?
He would stop and wait for them to come out because he assumes that
Okay.
his head has been called for, and it's like
Yeah.
I can't lead him to them.
Gotcha.
So
So you basically escorted the rest so that way they are not going to hear this conversation. Is that what I'm hearing?
yeah, he told him meet up with
Okay.
everyone else. I'll be there
Okay.
at some point.
You see the Snatch comes out, and she is one of the fastest half-orcs that you have known. She is a rogue among rogues, and if you ever need something in a jiff, she's the ideal girl. There's a reason why she's part of the Elite 5 for the original crime boss, because she knows how to track people down. And you see her kind of like fidgeting with something in her hand, but it's concealed within the shadows of the alley. But she pokes her head out, and you can see that she has this like auburn hair that's short but slightly curly, freckles, and she has her signature silver goggles that's like resting on her neck. And she looks at you and goes, "Hiya. Missed me?"
Can't say I have. Usually better when it was on more friendly terms, but
Mm-hmm.
I assume this isn't like all those other times.
Well, you're a smart cookie. You know why I'm out in public. Gotta track some people down. You're one of them.
Oh, what did I do now? I haven't even done anything yet.
Well,
I've been back for like what, a day?
What did I do this
well,
time?
well, you're not necessarily in trouble. You're more of a curious priority from the boss. You understand.
Oh, he wants to see me now?
Not just you. Your group.
Here I was thinking that my head was wanted.
Oh no. But speaking of heads, and she pulls out her hand from the shadows, and it's Torrel's head. And she goes, "Your buddy dropped this." Well, I wouldn't say dropped, I kind of nicked it from the body. She didn't seem to mind it as much.
Alright.
Yeah,
How much time do I have?
half an hour. Actually, and she like looks at her watch. Actually, he should be at the lighthouse by now.
Well, looks like I'm ahead of the game without being ahead of the game then.
You know him so well. You'll
Alright then, I guess we shouldn't keep him waiting.
You'll be fine. I'm just here to be an escort for the group.
Well, as you saw, most of them are already there.
Mm-hmm. Let's just hope that, he, doesn't plan to do anything with them. We already have enough employers in the network. I don't think we need any more. I think if anything, it's gonna be mercenary work, especially with this whole ordeal about the constructs. Come on, let's walk and talk. I have no interest in trying to catch you at this time.
Well, luckily, I need to get to the rest of my group anyway, so
Good.
we're going to the same place.
It sounds like instead of walk and talk, come on, we're rogues. We dash. And she immediately dashes forward, and she goes into a full sprint.
Yeah,
Run.
very vaguely keeping up. We are going to try and get in one word and ask about the new assassins on the street. If I can keep pace even for like a second or two.
You're able to.
Yeah. So I am going to ask about the new assassins on the street if that's
Alright.
anyone's work.
So, what you got on your mind, Valka?
Been some new marks I haven't seen, new wounds that don't seem familiar. What's been going on? Anyone new poppin'?
More like new fodder. Boss originally wanted to create a division where he could have smaller militias from other towns come over, and then they receive training on how we could deal with supply runs and basic combat. He's been really lucrative with those opportunities, but with those opportunities comes people that are too green for us. There's people that don't even know how to wield a knife, let alone a sword. Or people that don't even tell the difference between poisonous plants and not. Getting kind of worried. It's kind of drawing the green line between utilizing civilians for bait, but he's assured all of us that he's not using civilians as bait. But I'm keeping a close eye on him.
Yeah, well, seems like these one aren't too fresh. Been able to sneak up on a few people already. I haven't even noticed them yet. I don't know if I'm losing my touch, but I doubt it.
You're not losing your touch. I think you just haven't been properly tested your limits yet. But that's not my job today. My job is essentially to be an escort. Anyways, one more thing before we head into the lighthouse. I know we're about 5 feet out. Be straight with me. You planning on sticking around with this group any longer?
Nope, I'm gonna be gay with you.
So far, it seems like there's some promising things in the future. Right now, I need to stick around in Biyo anyway, so because one of them decided to be stupid. That tavern thing. One of them.
I was about to say, as long as it ain't me, I don't care.
Oh yeah, I've heard word on the street that somebody didn't accept a deal from the networks. Who was that?
That's also one of them. So 2 people have done things that have been lines to be crossed, and I have to write them because I'm the only person that knows how to.
I don't know. You said that there was promising things, but apparently they're landing you in more trouble than expected.
Yeah, well, I can't leave without any loose ends, and leaving now with the boss being mad at one of them and saying I'll do a job for someone else with this all happening. I have things to catch up on.
She kind of gets to your level. She's fairly tall for half orc, but she
Oh, yeah.
but she like gets on one knee. Is like, well, if you ever need anything, just call me. Just say my name. I'm sure I'm gonna be able to hear it from someplace.
Yeah, if I'm not dead after this.
Let's hope not. I got some more uses I can get out of you before I can deem you useless.
As do many people.
And-
As do many people.
Yep. Now to the rest of the group. Y'all are at... Well, yeah, y'all are essentially at the lighthouse. Y'all entered in through the front door, which is slightly rickety. But then you go into it, and you see that there is pretty basic living quarters. Couch, table, shower, bathroom, kitchenette. It's pretty spacious, and it's a pretty big lighthouse on top of that too. And you hear a low grunt heard from the very top of the lighthouse. And you see that there's flooring, there's a second floor that's only big enough to sit one person, one table, and one table. And you hear the chair creak on the second floor as you see this big orcish man, like, come down the steps. And he goes to all of you. You see that there's obvious wrinkles on his face, his eyes are grayed, but he still has this sense of strength and intimidation on him when he makes his presence. And he looks to all of you. And goes, "Well, well, well. Welcome. Welcome to Biyo. It is very nice to meet all of you. You do not need to know my name, other than the fact that you can acknowledge me as boss. How is everyone today? Miss Nevermore?"
I've been better.
I heard that the third floor of your tavern was demolished recently.
I just glare at Gorge's character.
Oh,
Eh.
it seems we have the culprit responsible for that in the very room. Who might you be?
My name's Drukin, and it was entirely my fault.
Apparently so. You, Hobgoblin, what is your name?
Do I want to continue? This is obviously. Do I want to continue with the identity?
Well,
Decisions.
How is it the most
to be
difficult?
fair, Isabela would have heard us say that you're not Tuunak.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
When
And
yeah.
plus, I'm just gonna own up to my bounty anyway. So like, fuck it. I'm Alvrarz. Why?
So it seems that you're the bounty. You know,
Is that right?
as much as I would love to have platinum in my possession, I don't think a surplus of it would suffice me any more than if I were to get a fresh handful. Is that someone in a jar, Miss Nevermore? Who is that?
This pretty thing demanded 3 things of the shot, so they kind
3?
of stuck with me for a bit.
3.
Varys just bubbles to greet.
Glub glub.
Blup, blup.
What type of person would ingest 3? What are they, Eladrin?
Glub, glub.
Used to be.
Another Eladrin. Great.
Glub glub.
Valka?
I assume now I walk in?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, he walks in.
Valka? It's good seeing you.
It is indeed, boss.
Quite curious as to why you would ever join this group.
It's either that or on my own, and ending back up in the Crimson Fields. Better to travel in company.
Yes, about, what is it? The Davis individual. Yep. I know about Davis's death. Did not take it as a warrior, but he died regardless.
Yeah, I did a little bit more than that, so it'll be interesting to see what happens next time I step foot in there.
Understandable. Now then, Snatch. The plans? Yes, sir. There you go. Thank you. I'm gonna be straight. I want to see what you're worth in this town. Pay is mandatory. Compensation is priceless. You're familiar with constructs, everyone in this room. Is that right or wrong?
Yeah.
Club club.
I'm a little-
You know my answer.
Vaguely.
Constructs helps build in this town. Good financial stability. Good reputation. Festivals coming up. And I'd like to leave a good impression for the new visitors. I want you to find out what the sages are doing with all of the liberated constructs. Use your contacts, Valka. Snatch. Get into contacts with your network. We need to find out where they're holding them and why they're getting reassessed. If you can find out why, report back to me, so that way we can make steady judgment. 2 days, preferably. The Jubilee Festival lasts for 4. I expect it to get it done in 2. That way we can all have a chance to celebrate the festival while we are free. Do we understand?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Mr. Nevermore, you do not necessarily have to be part of this mission. I understand that you have your own deliveries, your own customers, your own patrons. But I will ask you to keep a keen eye on my behalf, make some notes, and report back to me. Don't have to necessarily be direct. You can send it to a messenger, and we will retrieve it accordingly. Is that fair?
As long as you keep up on your deliveries and everything, I don't care.
I care about your business, Miss Nevermore. The Nevermores have never failed to leave me perturbed by any means, and you are no different. I'd rather keep that relationship useful between us. Now, Valka, you know me to be a smart man, correct?
Yes.
What's in that cowboy's backpack? What? I'm not sharing the contents of my backpack with you, son.
Can I insight the
Yes.
boss to see if there can, to see if, because I assume I know his stance on constructs, right?
Yes.
I want to see what would happen if, like, if I can reasonably judge what would happen if I told him versus what I didn't.
Yeah.
That is a nat 20.
Good
So
golly.
24.
Okay. So his views, you know it to be that he's pretty supportive of having constructs as currency, because it's been his biggest money pit for the longest time. Even when this economy went into recession, he went back to using constructs for services in order to gain profit and compensation. By the sages liberating, it now takes away a major source of his income and a major source of his connections with the network. So it actually affects the network when constructs are no longer available, because that means most of his services will also be removed as well.
So, new question to ask.
Yes.
How would he act? Like, is there a reasonable way I can judge if I said that's my pocket change?
That's my pocket change?
Yes. As to what's in the bag.
You can tell he can be pretty sly about it. Even for as long as you've known him, he still has his moments of unpredictability where he seems stern, but he can be observant, or he can be outlandish, but can still be observant.
Yeah.
It's-
So I know that, but like a general, if I were to say that's my change, that's my spare change. What is the most reasonable outcome? Doesn't need to be the most likely. Like, is there a chance that Torrel could just be taken away? Is what I'm really asking. If I say that's my change.
The chance is there, so I'd say yes.
No.
What's in the bag? I'm not showing you what's in the bag, son. What is your name? Manchester Wyatt. Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure's no longer mine. Valka. What's in the bag?
I'm going to look at him and say that is the final member of the group, of our group.
Final member. Are they also in a jar?
That was more of someone who decided to tag along and hasn't left yet.
I see. Present this final member to me.
Snatch is still in the room, right?
Yeah,
They didn't give me the head, right?
they did. They tossed it
Alright.
to you. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, he just shows the head.
My. A porcelain construct. Well, I'll be darned. Yet his eyes, like, sparkle in discovery.
Mhm.
And Isabela, at the sight of seeing Torrel's head be presented like that, and seeing the boss's reaction, give me a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Alright. Wisdom
Modifier?
Saving
two.
throws is a nope. With a save
No?
with
Oh,
saving
saving.
throws, that's a +6.
Huh?
+6. Alright.
Is this
With
just one person
advantage.
making the saving throw, or
Is this all of us?
No, that's specifically for
Fuck.
Nevermore.
okay?
Some shit of wisdom.
13.
And that's the highest.
Yep, that was with advantage.
Okay.
God damn it.
Something within you, Izzy, sparks a rage that's been untampered with. As you unleash a nova of force energy. It's instantaneous. To where it's a glowing ring of gold energy. As you see this half-elf sprouts a singular white wing. Can I have everyone in the room give me dexterity saves with disadvantage?
Oh
Oh.
fuck!
As if it's not bad enough for me already.
Yeah, deadass.
With disadvantage, so take the lower. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Okay, Sam, you're fine.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, I'm fine.
You're fine.
I didn't do disadvantage. That was
Is that including Miss Nevermore?
No.
Okay.
I am the danger.
If the
It's
DC
alright.
is any higher than 10, I fail.
Was Nevermore the source of it?
Yes.
So fuck.
Can I do a reaction that isn't actually anything like I'm attacking or doing something like that, though? Am I allowed to do that? That much?
Yes. What would you like
I'm going
do?
to turn my back towards Nevermore, making sure that Torrel's head is not exposed directly to it.
Good thinking. Alright.
So, like, as soon as that happens, he turns his back towards Nevermore, like, nope.
Gotcha. Who has a number lower than 16?
Me.
Yarp!
Okay. So for Alvrarz and Drukin. Alright. 22 force damage
Oh my god.
gets dealt. So for
Use it.
those that... Yes, 22 damage in full. For success, that's half for everyone.
I don't take that.
Ouch.
I'm assuming Varus was immune to this dex save.
This was 22.
Yes, technically.
Okay. Yeah.
I would assume so since you're on the person. If
Yeah,
you were on me,
right.
you probably need
Yeah.
to make it.
I'm also a jar, so if I did have to make it, it would be an automatic Crit fail.
Yep.
Fucking long
But-
rest.
What is it? So was it for if you succeed half damage, right? Is that when it was?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so then yeah, I take nothing.
Okay. You see this Nova, and then all of a sudden you see Miss Nevermore with a right angel wing propped out behind her back. Manchester looks at you and immediately goes, "Oh my goodness, it's happening." Well, time to make your purpose a realization.
Angie.
So nothing is happening right now, right? Like everything's kind of like calmed down.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk over to Manchester and be like, "Don't let anyone get this." I'm pretty sure that's not something I need to say. Like handing the head.
Yeah. And he like discreetly takes it and like puts it in his pack.
Yeah, he would whisper. I guess I can roll sleight of hand kind of thing to try and make it
Yeah.
as soon as possible, or would that be stealth?
No, that can be sleight of hand.
That's a 21.
Alright, you'll be able to do it pretty successfully. Alrighty. So at the end of the day, you see the boss like gets incredibly intrigued. But that intrigue slowly turns to fear. For Valka, it is very, very uncommon for the boss to be fearful of something. So to see him afraid is completely out of his nature.
So not in I guess in a semi-forced sense of I still have responsibilities. Valka will kind of get in between Nevermore and the boss. Kind of like I'm not built for this, but a job is a job. You know,
Yep.
the job is a job.
Yep. As you do so, he looks in fear and goes, "Oh God, no!" As you all hear an earthquaking explosion that happens on the other side of town. You see that there is a giant mushroom cloud of black smoke, and soon plumes of smoke ends up reaching in waves that eventually hits the lighthouse, and the lights in the actual lighthouse goes out, and you are all in a shroud of darkness.
No. Question for you, since darkness has been brought up:
Yes.
magical or non-magical?
Non-magical.
All right.
Yep. All of you feel a presence in the room that is not there before. I'm not letting go of you.
I assume unfamiliar voice.
It's unfamiliar, except to Alvrarz.
Ah, fucker.
Constitution saving throw, please.
More trauma.
Go, please.
And that will be the final roll of the night.
No, I swear to
Bitch,
fuck.
tic tac.
He did not
Blew
just
up the
make
city
it.
and went gingivitis.
You're
Deadass.
ridiculous.
So total of 8, natural 2.
8? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I rolled a
Screws
2.
Alvrarz again.
You see through the
I'm gonna
plumes
die again, aren't I?
you see through the plumes of smoke that it starts like invading your airways. And just as you're about to
You know what?
like fall to your knees from like the struggle to breathe, you see a very familiar face look back at you. And you see this figure mouth the words, or mouth the letters that ends up spelling your daughter's name.
My brother in Christ, I'm going to slap you.
And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.